know the bronze medal match coming up here in Tlaxcala right now. It's Australia in white serving. It's the USA in blue receiving for this women's bronze medal match from the FIVB Beach Volleyball World Championships Tlaxcala 2023. And a nice steady side out for the USA to get the first point on the board. Good touch from Kloth. Not much that Nuss could do with that. And that's very well played by Clancy to figure a way to get past the block and put that ball on the sand.
What a shot this is from Clancy. It has to backpedal, and then hit that over her shoulder going the other direction. Tremendous athleticism from Clancy.
And it's already started for Kristen Nuss, Chaparrita, I believe they're calling her, which is their affectionate way of what is referred to short people here in Mexico.
I hope that nickname comes back home to the United States. Chaparrita. It's got a nice ring to it.
It certainly has. So far, so good for the USA. Up 2-1. Oh, my goodness me. That didn't look like it was going to be possible. Wonderful footwork for Clancy.
Wonderful footwork again from Clancy, and that's the exact passing system that I was mentioning in the lead-up, that Mariafe, every time she passes, it's a set. Sends it all the way over to the other antenna, and Kloth can't get all the way over there.
Not quite made it. It was a quick snap on the ball, but the angle ran away from Nuss.
And this is a good break for Australia. Mariafe gave this her full effort to touch that ball, and the swing and a miss this time being a positive for the Aussies.
Oh, that's an ace serve right in the corner. Magnificent from Clancy.
And this is an element of their game, a strength of Clancy, who has been voted best server in the world. Couldn't get it going last night, the jump serve anyway, against Duda and Anna Patricia. And that is a brilliant jump serve.
Well left that time by Kristen Nuss. Will have a side switch. Just 1 point in it in this opening set.
And the general rule of thumb that you shoot for is a 1-to-1 ace to error ratio. And then you have other more nuanced factors, is how often are you getting them out of system. Right now, the risk is certainly worth it for Clancy, even with that miss.
Good dig from Nuss. That's perfect. Well, we're going to have to stop calling her Nuss and just call her Chaparrita, because that's what they're still calling her. That what a play.
This crowd is just going to go ballistic every time the little Chaparrita does something positive. What a shot from Nuss.
Lovely angle. What? That's a player who's ready to play in Mariafe with that shot.
Tremendous cut shot from Mariafe Artacho. Interesting choice for the U.S. They just earned one on Clancy, and then to send it back to Mariafe, one of the best offensive defenders out there.
Well, the cross-court block was signaled. It didn't matter, though, because Nuss has rolled it very nicely over the top to find the point.
Exceptional vision from Kristen Nuss, the Chaparrita. And I'm curious to see when Clancy will start to pull on Nuss. She has the athleticism to do it. Perfect on two ball from Clancy, her third option of this opening set. Half of Australia's points coming on Clancy options.
Looks like they're going to try cross-court again. Well, they won't need to, because Nuss can't get the pass she was looking for. And Australia now lead by 2.
And Clancy, she can bring service pressure with the jump serve. She can bring service pressure with the float serve. Has 2 aces on 2 different types of serves.
Cross-court block signaled. That's a good leave. Question for you, and there'll be a lot of people wondering this, I'm sure, who, when they look at a cross-court block, when you go to one side, it's pretty obvious where you're going to block the cross-court. When the ball's in the middle, what becomes your cross-court?
And that varies for every team. And so it's up to the team's own individual systems.
And when you play?
When I play, what I do is I will actually put a thumb down. And whatever direction my thumb is pointing, that's the direction I'm taking, because that's one of the easiest ways to miscommunicate in beach volleyball is when you have that set coming over to the middle and now the line and the angle are switched. So when you show a thumb down, a lot of people will tap one side of their butts. That's the side that they'll take.
Oh, that's a great touch from Kloth. I mean, it was bordering on going to be a catch ball, because at what point does that not become a block?
The way that it was explained to me by John King, one of the most respected refs on the AVP, is that if you are an arm's length from the net and you have any part of your body over the net, that is a block.
Good leave.
I like the risk on that serve from Mariafe Artacho. She only missed that by a couple of inches. That would have been a deadly serve. So if she just takes a little bit off of that, that is going to be trouble for the U.S.
A couple of line blocks signaled by Nuss. Kloth will serve and go to the net and try and make that happen. Clancy equal to it, and Australia looking good for their lead at the moment.
Australia has been very steady inside out. Starts with the passing. Their passing has been on point thus far. And when Clancy, when she's in system, she's so difficult to stop because she has that long, long reach.
Another good lead from Nuss.
And it's getting a little bit gusty and swirly on center court. The last 10 days of this World Championships, there hasn't been a true good and bad side on the bull ring, as the wind just sort of comes in and gusts and swirls.
Somehow that's gone right between Kloth's arms.
Well, in the United States, Sundays are for football. Field goal is worth 3 in American football. It's just worth 1 for Mariafe. Right in between. Nice swing from Mariafe. That deep seam, always a good choice.
Nicely done. Oh, goodness. A little bit of luck for Australia.
Just a perfect dig from Mariafe Artacho. Every time it touches her platform, she is putting up her partner on 2. That is now 4 options attempted for Clancy and 4 kills on the option.
Side out achieved. We'll go to the technical timeout. It's Australia who've made the best start in this match so far. Entertainment is non-stop here, the bull ring, when the players take to their seats. The dancing troupe come out. The players coming back out onto court. From what you've seen so far, Travis, where can the USA find a way back in?
Starts with service pressure. If they're going to serve Mariafe Hurtado, it has to be an aggressive serve where she cannot put up Clancy on two. And at the moment, Clancy hasn't had any trouble in serve receive. This has been the fewest amount of digs I've seen from Nuss through a technical timeout because Australia's just been in system the whole time.
That's a good touch. Oh dear. Just expecting her to have put that on the sand for the point, really. That's quite unexpected.
And that's just how good Kristen Nuss is that every time it touches her hand, you expect it to tag a line somewhere. Just tries to go a bit too extreme, but that is a good opportunity, one of the rare opportunities the United States has had so far.
Nice touch by Mariafe. Still, though, Kloth not letting it come over. And nothing you can do about that. Well played, Clancy.
I like the aggressiveness on the option from Kloth. Just tags the tape a touch and Mariafe ready for it. And what a set from Mariafe Hurtado. Still on the ground, able to make it work.
Well played. Lovely break. There's still a chance for the USA. Oh, brilliant from that Mariafe. And in the end, it's Kloth who's able to close it out and take the point. Well, that was a great rally.
Tremendous defense for all four players on court. Clancy, really smooth pull dig. Then that left-handed reach from Mariafe was fantastic. Love the optioning from Kloth.
Well played, Australia. Straight back to business, taking the point, keeping the lead.
It's just such a magnificent pass from Mariafe Hurtado. And she controls it so well, sends it all the way over to the pin. And Clancy's taking advantage of a sort of broken defense on two from the U.S.
Nuss easily moves out of the way of that one. Missed serves are part of beach volleyball. Not much needs to be said about them. Just a quick reflection on it as a player, and then go back and make sure you don't do the same mistake again. That's unlucky for Australia, but Mariafe at the moment is out-nussing Nuss in defense.
She is playing a fantastic ball game. Hasn't had a ton of work to do in serve receive. Every time she has received serve, she's made it a perfect pass. And by pass, I mean a perfect set to Clancy. And again, really nice touch from Clancy to the net and a perfect set. Good opportunity for the Aussies. They just missed it.
Who touched the net? Clancy touched the net.
And that might be the first mistake we've seen Australia make this entire match. They have played a near perfect ball game up to this point.
That's well played. Oh, again, that would just needed to be the whole, three quarters of the court was saying, roll it into me, roll it into me. And she's gone and had a swing.
I don't know if I've ever seen Kristen miss such an open court like that. She hit it in the right spot. It was the right swing. She just sailed it a touch long. Good break for Australia.
Good dig again, Mariafe. Tenacious set from Kloth. Clancy for Australia. And Australia look like they're in no mood to give this up. And Clancy just having a little, just a recap of the Kloth set. Letting the ref know she wasn't happy, but they should be happy. They're up by 5 at the moment.
What's interesting about that set is it couldn't be any more unconventional, but it came out clean and it was high. It couldn't have been a lift and it couldn't have been a double. It was just weird.
Yeah. That's more like it from Kristen Nuss. They might be a little too late, though, in this set, unless they can get on a good run or two before Australia can get a set point opportunity. Well played, Mariafe.
What's amazing to me, Clayton, is that Mariafe has been served probably 6 or 7 balls and had a number of digs. That is only the second time Tlaxcala has actually set her. So showing that, yeah, she can side out on third contact.
Good save from Kloth. It's scrambled back over. What a swing. And what? Oh, that's in. Oh, they'll challenge it. Mind you, there's me going, that's in. Yeah, right, let's just wait and see what the challenge says. It looked in, looked comfortably in.
And what's interesting is that the down ref, the lines judge, signaled out, and our up ref initially signaled point Australia, and she has the best look at the ball mark.
Yep, that's in.
Does not get any better than that from Clancy. My goodness, is she playing a good match.
They're playing so well right now. It's set point to Australia, 20-14 up. We'll have a side switch. It's a lovely set. Ooh, talking about that gusty wind, it caught the ball then, but there might be another chance here. And they'll take it. And with it, the set. Australia have one set in the bag, 21-15 in this bronze medal match.
What a swing on that second set from Mariafe Hurtado, not to mention the sort of windmill to keep this first one in bounds. Is that the wind just blew it straight back. Now the second set that Mariafe takes here, this ends up about 6 feet off the net. And while it's difficult as an offensive player to have that range, what it does is it virtually takes the blocker out of play because you have so much more real estate to work around them now.
Confirmation of that set score, and these are the stats from the set overall. Australia doubling the amount of tacks, and the opponent errors, most of those were from the serving line actually, so 3 points for the USA, but the USA's hitting errors were costly, and now they've got some work to do ahead of this second set. Well, with the competition drawing to a close here in Tlaxcala, thoughts begin to move to 2025 and Adelaide, South Australia. It should be an absolute epic competition, and the Australian contingent here, the Olympic Committee, the organising committee, watching on and thinking, yeah, we're going to have to really pull out all the stops to match this one. Second set underway. Australia with the serve. They're leading 1-0 in this bronze medal match here in Tlaxcala. And the USA make their side out.
There's the Chaparrita, this fan base has come to know and love. Perfect shot. You know, Kristen, she's done such an exceptional job of rising to the top of the Beach Pro Tour that anything less than perfect seems like such a strange match for her.
Wonderful pickup. Lovely hustle from the USA. But it falls kindly. Oh, it doesn't, because Clancy's touched the net as she had the swing. And the hustle and tenacity from the USA paying off.
Those are the plays that this American team has come known for. Just the plays you think it's down and then they keep it up, the long rallies. We didn't see an extended rally in the first set, and that's how the United States wears you down. They just grind and grind on defense.
Oh, it's been called as out. The referee has given it as out, so the USA are going to challenge. There was all four players having a very long look at whether that had clipped the line or not.
Nuss was so emphatic about this challenge that she actually put up the double C, the left and the right hand in the challenge. No doubt from Kristen Nuss. We'll see what our Hawkeye shows.
Ooh, is it? Yes, it has clipped it. Well, that's why you need the challenge system, because when you look at that like that, that looks like it's out.
It's so difficult to tell because the line didn't budge. And then you look at the replay and it was perfectly in bounds.
Well read by Mariafe. Oh, it won't stay though. Kloth onto it. There is a tendency, isn't there, for Nuss on that side to roll that little chippy over into the close to the first ref.
She loves that chip, but as soon as you move too early, she has the vision to see it, and then she would just cut you apart with that nice chop cut shot as well.
And doing it with a smile. Timeout. It's the wave. So long as you're not having pudding. Lovely pick. And so Australia get themselves on the board after what was an emphatic start for the USA in this second set.
Well, it's no mystery what Australia is trying to do. They are trying to get Mariafe to set to Clancy as much as possible with this gusty wind that's making it more difficult. So the more difficult the U.S. can make that on-two, the better they're going to be.
Lovely touch again from Mariafe. She's reading the ball so well. But Kloth is now shutting it down at the net, and the USA take the point.
Taryn Kloth, first block of the match for either blocker. Would not have thought it would have taken until 6 points in the second set. And at the moment, Mariafe is trying to get out of this side-out rut that she's currently in.
Well, that's a good leave. And so it's a gift from the USA. We'll have a side switch. what a great serve that is.
Ace number 4 for Australia in the match is Clancy. She has been so dominant, easily the single best player on the court in this bronze medal match.
Clancy's thinking she should have stayed because it drifted quite tight to the net in the end. Nice finish though from Nuss.
It's easy to forget that Kristen Nuss can swing like that. She's just 5'6", but jumps so high in that nice fast snap. She's got a little power in her.
Mariafe makes sure of it. Australia back to within 2, having a little chat about how they're going to get even closer.
Nice side out from Artacho. Hasn't had a ton of opportunities on the third contact. The United States done a better job picking up the service pressure and taking away that option.
Potentially cross-court blocks being signalled. It's a good touch, just well watched. Oh, clever. Both of the Australian players are still backing off as that was being touched.
And I would have been fully anchored in, putting on my helmet for an open net swing from Kloth. And just a lovely little touch. How about that reaction as well from Taryn?
It's a little too tight, but Clancy does well, and says she does so well, they're able to come up with a point.
The athleticism on this from Clancy. And while the set was too tight from Artacho, she did such a nice job of giving Clancy enough time to get there, knowing that at the net, Clancy is not going to lose too many battles.
Went a little too steep. So Australia now back to within a point.
It's the right idea from the United States. Perfect pass from Kristen Nuss, and it was the right thought from Kloth. That was wide open. As you can see, Clancy was sort of stuck in the middle of nowhere. No way of making that play if that's a clean swing.
Has it clipped it? Ref's having a look, she says in, and Australia say out. We're not going to shake it all about, we're just going to get a challenge.
And I think this is going to be a missed challenge for Australia. We actually have a pretty good look at this ball mark, and I think this just tags the edge of the line.
Certainly make a difference to the scoreline if it is out. Brings Australia right back into it. Oh, is that? I don't think it is. No, it is out. Just the sound splash, because you had the shadow of the ball, but it didn't compress down and clip it. And given that we're looking and the players are looking on a massive screen that's pixelated, the challenge team are looking on a screen with 150, 200 frames per second here, and they will have seen clearly that even though it comes down, it doesn't, the circumference of the ball doesn't clip the back edge of the line. And I know you're just looking in amazement at that, like, oh, say, shut up, Clay, don't know what you're talking about. But it's a weird one, isn't it? It didn't tag it.
I love that we have that system, because you're not going to get an incorrect call in the biggest tournament of the year and the biggest matches of the year. It's such good fortune that we have that challenge system in place for this tournament, because there's no way a normal human being could see that with their own naked eye.
No. So what would have been 8-6 is now 7-7, and it does certainly change things around in this second set. Clancy with the serve, it's all square. That's the easiest leave Nuss is going to have.
And if there is a slight good side right now, it would be Australia, as the wind is blowing from Nuss's right side corner to Mariafe's left side corner.
The angles Mariafe has been coming up with in this match have been really good.
It's the angles and the change-up of pace as well. She's had a couple darts into the angle, and this one is almost a baby cut shot, the specialty of Karch Karai. She's doing such a nice job of mixing up the tempos and the locations of those cut shots.
Mariafe got the read, just couldn't get there quickly enough.
Excellent read, excellent first step from Artacho to stay patient and wait till Nuss touches it, and then she makes the move. It's the imperfect shots that Mariafe is going to dig, and that one was just about perfect.
Well played, Nuss. Lovely break point transition volleyball from the USA.
Now, where Mariafe is shining as a passer is actually on the serve that United States keeps sending to her sideline, but she's able to angle her platform so well and send it all the way over. I'm curious if it would be that easy for Mariafe to set up the option to the seam.
Oh, that's a bit tight. Great positioning from Mariafe. Lovely pick up by Nuss. Well, that was some super sprinting from Tlaxcala to get into that opposite corner and then come up with the point. What a brilliant rally that was.
Excellent defense all the way around. It is not too often that Taryn Kloth is going to have an open net swing that gets scooped and not just dug by Artacho, but dug perfectly that Clancy could set her. Rally extends, then it's Tlaxcala doing what she does, siding out. Another perfect line shot.
That's the trademark Nuss. And for, yeah, I was going to say, for Australia, there's nothing you can do about it.
I like that pull a lot from Tlaxcala Clancy, and she was almost able to change direction. I love that little smile through the net. Nothing you can do against that one.
Wrong side of the line for Kloth. Australia have the point. We'll go to the technical timeout, and there is just one in it. We've established during the course of this World Championships, Travis, that you can't sing, you can't dance. So what can you do? Any musical instruments you any good at?
You know, I played the saxophone through 5th grade until my parents begged me to stop the screeching.
And then kicked you out that. Get on the beach. Let's find you something else to do. Cool, how lucky was that, eh? Then you went and played some volleyball.
Stick with sports, son.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, fantastic. Back onto court come the athletes. Having been 4-0 down in this second set, Australia have worked themselves back into a 1-point deficit. Oh, wow, Clancy will be thinking, should have blocked that. I should have blocked that.
That's such a dangerous spot to be for a blocker because Kristen Nuss has that really nice right-handed wipe at the sideline. I don't mind that move from Clancy at all. It's just the worst thing when you pull your hands. You just look kind of dumb when you do it. It happens to me all the time.
What a dig. What a pickup. Oh, and again, fantastic. Chaparita full stretch, straight back over, and the USA take the point and the crowd go crazy.
The defensive duel between the Chaparita and Mariafe Artacho has been phenomenal. The IQ and the control of Nuss, to put it right there. So smart. That one just getting out of reach of Taryn Kloth. Frustrated herself in that one. Clancy does such a nice job of speeding this up and snapping it before Taryn Kloth can set up her block.
Ace serve from Clancy.
That is the fifth ace of the match for Australia, and the fourth for Clancy, as she has found this float serve right down the seam.
Just off balance as she tried to pass that one was Kristen Nuss, and the Australia now have leveled things up here, 13 apiece.
Another BB down the seam from Taliqua Clancy. It's rare to see the ball not go off Nuss's platform perfectly. Back-to-back aces. The service pressure has been so high for Australia.
Well played, Taryn Kloth. The USA restore a lead.
Love the idea from Clancy to try to catch Taryn Kloth snoozing. Has not gotten many serves when Taliqua Clancy has been served. Makes a really nice pass on another missile down the line.
Oh, fantastic. Even though that wasn't a great pass from Mariafe, it's almost a bit of a shank to the opposite. They're so used to running wide, they're able to tidy it up straight away.
It was a wonderful set from Clancy, backpedaling, perfect bump set, and has that nice spin on it as well, which helps you as an offensive player to make that perfect hand contact. A lot of top spin to bring that high angle jumbo down.
That's not made it. It's swung in Australia's favour now.
And this is the first lead of the second set for Australia. The U.S. started out 4-0. And Australia is so patient, trusting their service pressure to bring them back into this match, and that's exactly what's happened.
She's done it again. She's done it again.
Oh my goodness.
You could put 6 people on the court and they're not going to pick that up.
This is an insane shot from Nuss. The touch required on that is difficult to put into words.
That's off of Kloth and away, and then she ended up going through the net. So side out by Australia, and the lead with it.
Another perfect pass from Artacho, and Taliqua Clancy, this is the most dominant performance I have seen her put on in a match. She has been spectacular.
Nice pass. And a good finish.
Perfect swing down the seam from Nuss, keeping it away from the very athletic pole digging of Clancy.
Easy one for Nuss. Could be costly for Australia. Oh dear, had to backpedal, and now that's let Australia off the hook a little bit, and they will come up with the point.
And that is a tough opportunity missed for the United States. Kristen Nuss makes that move perfectly at the right time into the line shot of Artacho, and then the set just drifts way too far off the net. Not sure if it was just a bad contact on the platform, if there was a gust of wind, but credit to Australia for taking advantage and capitalizing on the Americans' mistake.
Well, it's another tricky one, and now Clancy gets in on the act, making a block to make it 18-16.
As dominant as Clancy has been, it hasn't been her work at the net that's been the biggest difference maker, and then now that she's adding that into the equation, taking over this match.
Huge hit for Kloth. A much needed point for the USA. We'll have a side switch. We're getting right to the business end of things now.
Kloth's done such a nice job of staying alert and awake in serve receive. It's so easy to sort of get lulled to sleep when your partner's getting served almost every ball, but Kloth has been served only a handful of times, and she has been ready every single time.
Big chance here for the US. They need to take it. Mariafe equal to it. Oh, yes. Just brilliant. I was watching Close, made the touch. She turns around, makes a dig. Nuss she didn't chase after it. She waited. She was able to make the adjustment, which enabled them to get that point. That was a magnificent.
And then this shot right here from Kristen Nuss. That is such a difficult shot to hit, and she is 3 for 3 on it.
18 all. (19-18) for the USA. They edge back in front as we get closer to the end of this set.
And it's been a quiet afternoon thus far for the defense of the young Americans, one of the best defensive teams in the world, and it is coming together at just the right time. 19-18.
Ball's too much. Set point for the USA.
And what a fast turn of events. Just as soon as Australia looked like they were running away with this second set, the United States slamming on the brakes.
Well left. One side out. And at this level, sometimes that's all you get. But you train for it, you work for it, you put yourself in this situation to try and make the side out. If they can do, the USA will send this match into a decider. They will do. Wonderful work from Kristen Nuss. 21-19. We are going to 3.
The poise from the Chaparrita, converting this crowd in Mexico almost all in favor of the United States, chanting for the shorty, Kristen Nuss, American flags waving. What a match we've had here, Clayton.
Always like a 3-setter. Captains with the referee to see who'll serve and who'll have which end. Australia picked the ends. And I think just looking at that as well, I think USA opted to receive. But don't quote me on that. Let's have a look. This was how the point was won. Lovely, lovely play. Great technique. And mum and dad very happy.
Now, Australia won the toss, and they opted to take side, which is an indicator to me that there is a significantly better side than the other. And so the side that Australia starts on, that is the slightly better good side.
Well, all square in attacks and blocks. 5 aces for Australia. And not much in it in errors. Set 3 underway. Australia with service. USA on receive. This the deciding set for the bronze medal match. And the USA open their account with a really well-worked side out under a bit of pressure.
What a play from Kristen Nuss. That serve from Clancy was a nasty one down her line. Not only does she pass, then she hits a swing fading away too fast for Clancy to dig.
Wonderful serve. A 2-0 start for the USA.
First ace serve for the Americans. 5 aces for Australia. US, they increased the service pressure in that second set. Didn't have an ace. Now they're on the board. And how that snuck through the wickets of Kloth, I'm not sure. That is a tremendous swing from Artacho.
Oh, yes, bring the heat.
She's got some spice in her. Kristen Nuss, excellent snap down the line on a perfect set from Kloth.
Sat in the pocket and comes up with the point. 4-1. Magnificent start for the USA. And we'll go to the side switch. But not before there's a timeout called. It's all going right for the USA.
And this is the form that we have seen from Nuss and Kloth all season, and in particular the last handful of tournaments. Coming off a silver medal at the Paris Elite 16. Very nearly beat Anna Patricia and Duda. The first couple of sets, they were just a hair off in defense, and Kristen Nuss turning it up. She has read the tendencies of Australia, especially the on-two, done a better job neutralizing that in the second and third set.
Kloth to serve. Great pickup. Just has a little look. Oh, it's just a little long.
Again, Nuss makes a tremendous dig, and had this shot gone down, if there were a roof on this place, it would have blown clear off. That missed by about a half an inch from being perfectly on the ring.
And now the USA giving Australia a taste of their own medicine with the option ball.
And Kloth, I love that she continues to swing with the option. She hasn't been incredibly efficient with it, but knowing that the more opportunities she gets, the more she's going to put away.
Wonderful. Just wasn't really an angle. And then Clancy makes sure of the point. That's a big point for Australia. But right now, USA are on another level, aren't they?
That's a good read from Artacho on that baby line shot from Kristen Nuss that we've seen drop one too many times in Mariafe. Perfect read, perfect set to Clancy, but again, that is just for a side out.
Ooh, that's got a little too much on it. Didn't catch the block either. And now it's 5-4.
I like the decision from Australia to switch it up, throw one at Kloth, get Nuss out of rhythm. And they also happen to get a rare error from Taryn Kloth, one of the first we've seen in this match.
Do they go back to her again? Yes, they do. And she's equal to it.
Nice body control from Taryn Kloth. The set drifts just a hair outside, and then she has that nice angled cut shot with the poke as well.
Doesn't make it, although she thinks it's in. The referee thinks it's in. She was looking for it, just waiting. She knew exactly what she was going to do. But we got a challenge. Difficult. We are completely obscured from our vision on that particular one because the way that Clancy was going after it, so didn't see it land.
And this is one of those funny digs where Kristen had so much time to figure out what she wanted to do that she ended up giving that more loft than I think she intended. And with the way that this wind has been gusting and swirling, this is as close as it gets for the over on one kill.
Is it going to squish down enough? I don't think so. Oh, so that one's been given in. Oh, I tell you what, we just see the top of it. Right on the bottom part of that as it's squished down. It's the bottom circumference of it that's caught the line. And that's what will be clearly visible to the challenge team, not quite so visible to us. What a pickup. She's done it again! There is nothing she can't do!
There is nothing she can't do. If the Americans win, that is the headline. And tonight's story at Volleyball Magazine, Kristen Nuss, the Chaparrita, taking over this third set.
Trying to force that onto, could be costly. Oh, yes, it is. Kloth just drew them to her, sent it the other way. 9-4, this is huge now for the USA.
And since the USA has neutralized the on-to attack from Australia, they have been left searching for how to score inside out, and they have yet to find an answer.
That will work.
Excellent line turn from Clancy, making a nice adjustment, knowing that Nuss had found that right shift into the angle. Mr. Kloth, what do we have here? The DJ has been going with I'm a Barbie girl very often, and
there you
Mr.
go.
Kloth has it.
Point after point for the USA. They move to 10. They're 5 away from victory.
In between sets, we've seen the stat graphic pop up, and it was the ace serves from Australia and the out of system and the service pressure that Australia had been putting on that had been giving the U.S. so much trouble. That service pressure has since dipped. The United States passing perfectly as they usually do. And now they're out to a 10-5 lead.
The side-out points are fine. as far as the USA are concerned. That's not hurting them. They haven't allowed Australia to get many, if any, break points in this set.
Love the way Tlaxcala Clancy plays. Her optioning is so impressive.
Magnificent.
Perfectly lofted from Nuss. Just getting that over the block of Clancy. He was frustrated that she didn't get a touch on this one. That's as close as it gets for Clancy to get her hand on it.
Even with the lateral movement and having to jump slightly sideways at times, she's still got the control and the poise to pick the shot she wants to make. She's still in control of the ball.
She really has been spectacular in this match. Her on-two efficiency is up there with the best in the world. And Mariafe, that starts with her passing.
Well, that's a tough one. But got out of it really well. 12-7 now for the USA. They're 3 away from victory.
And it's worth remembering that Australia was up 18-16 in the second set. The United States was down, and now they are pulling away 3 points from a bronze medal.
Oh, that had a bobble and a bounce. And a moment then when Australia thought that might just trickle over.
This side switch, this is exactly why Australia picked to start on this side at the beginning of the set. This is the slightly good side. And so if they're going to make a run, it has to be now.
Strong rotation for Australia. Clancy's already at the net. Mariafe can therefore perhaps be a little bit more aggressive from service. It's a decent pass. And a lovely, lovely little cutty on the cross court.
Perfectly handled from Kloth. Can Tlaxcala Clancy sustain this offensive efficiency on two?
Kloth says no. And it's now match point for the USA.
What a time for Kloth to get a block on the option.
Mariafe to keep Australia in it, and it's a big no. It's another massive block from Kloth, and the USA have done it in 3, and they take bronze here in Tlaxcala.
What a comeback from Kristen Nuss and Kloth in their debut at a World Championship. They come home with a bronze medal, the first bronze medal for an American women's team since 1999.